This video is a really quick introduction to StreamStats, which is a modeling program offered by the U.S. Geological Survey. To access StreamStats, just go to usgs.gov/StreamStats or Google it, and you want to come down and use this application called StreamStats application. Just click on that, and you'll see a big map come up here. Then you need to zoom in on your area to at least, I think, level 15. So let's take a look here in the Quad Cities as we zoom in to both the Illinois and Iowa side. You'll see these little triangles. Those are places where there is historical data that can be accessed from the USGS, stream gauging stations, and so forth. Now, to actually get data, you need to specify which state you are working in. The reason for that is because different states compile the data differently. Illinois is going to have a different data set from Iowa. So let's click on Iowa because we are looking at streams on the Iowa side of the Duck Creek watershed and so forth. Once we get into level 15 or greater, the zoom level, you can see here I'm at zoom level 15. You can see that the streams are delineated in these heavy blue lines. And once you see those, then you can delineate a drainage basin. So let's take a look at Stafford Creek, which is a tributary to Duck Creek. It flows into Duck Creek in Bettendorf. And this is an interesting little stream system because it's entirely residential. For us to delineate, you need to decide on the drainage basin, which is upstream from any point on a stream. So let's just choose a point on a stream. What I'm going to do is click on the delineate button here, and then I have an active icon I can move around. And I'm just going to click on that blue line of Stafford Creek at some point. And so I'm really close to the confluence with Duck Creek. And now it just decided it made the drainage basin. So here you can see the entire drainage basin here in Bettendorf of Stafford Creek. Then what can we access from that? We're going to click continue. And there's a lot of repetitive data in here, but some of the really good information you can get by doing flow duration statistics. And then you want the basin characteristics, this drop-down menu here. I say choose all of those parameters. It's going to give you data on that drainage basin that it calculates, and this can be really, really helpful. So it just clicked all of those, and I'm going to click continue, and it's creating a report for us. And here is the report. Now I'm going to open the report. So here's the report for that drainage basin. This gives us lots of characteristics of the drainage basin here. Some that are going to be really helpful for us are like the drainage area here. That's the area upstream. So you can see Stafford Creek has a drainage area of 2.19 square miles. There are other things that are going to be useful for us. If we scroll down, we see LC11. These three parameters here, if you can see my cursor, percentage of cultivated crops, percentage of developed urban land, and percentage of impervious area. So those are really important for us. So you can see here in this urban area, it's over 98% is called developed land because it's almost all residential. And of that, about a third of it is impervious from all of the roads and so forth. Here we have mean annual precipitation. And also, this is also potentially important here when we get into soil types. You can look these up on the USGS website, but these are categories of soils according to essentially their permeability, how rapidly water can infiltrate into those. So that could be useful information. The other one I want to point out is this one, Stream Varg here, which is the variability index according to a grid. And it might not be too useful for us because I find that it's almost always around 0.5 for any of these streams. So it's not going to really help us in distinguishing different drainage areas of the Duck Creek area. But that's basically how you're going to use this. That same information is repeated below in the flow duration statistics. And then there's other things about how the flow duration, and you can look some of that up and what all that means here. So that's a quick introduction to StreamStats and some of the information you can get from it.